back.
Thank you.
Humbug. This year, Walt Disney Productions will make your holidays something to sing about. In the all-new featurette, Mickey's Christmas Carol. From Dickens' classic story. In the classic tradition of Disney animation, with a cast of Disney's classiest characters. Scrooge McDuck is Ebenezer Scrooge.
Money, money, money.
Donald Duck is Scrooge's nephew.
Merry Christmas.
Goofy is the ghost of Jacob Marley.
Gosh, kind of slippery.
And Jiminy Cricket,
I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
with a host of your favorite Disney characters in surprise appearances. And starring Mickey himself
Why, Mr. Scrooge. Merry Christmas.
as Bob Cratchit. Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. So, yes, I am finishing up the wonderful holiday movies with Mickey's Christmas Carol. I figured I would do a short one since this is the very late on Christmas night, and I'm still a little bit under the weather, but feeling a lot better. Just a tad. So, hopefully, when you were at midnight mass, you put my channel on. I'm sure a few people have done that, and thank you for doing that. That is one way for me to get to church. I can be on your phones. So, comment below if you did that. Well, I'm just very curious. Some people don't want to go to midnight mass. You get that one annoying blob who's singing the hymns and singing them very badly, and the kids in front of them are laughing at them. That's a true story. I'll tell you off camera.
Were you the one laughing at?
And actually, I wasn't. I just heard the story. So yes, this is a Mickey's Christmas Carol, and this is I really hate to admit this. This is what got me into the story of A Christmas Carol. This came out in 1983. I watched this probably when I was 3 years old. And I thought it was honestly just a Disney story. And then I found out it's not even close. So, of course, it was written by the very talented author Charles Dickens. I wasn't too fond of Oliver Twist, but that's okay. He wrote A Christmas Carol, which is a great story. So this is just a... And now my wonderful bride-to-be owns it because her wonderful host of this of this YouTube channel gave it to her as a Christmas gift. So yes, now we do own a copy of A Christmas Carol. I get
In
dibs.
multiple forms.
Yes, in multiple forms. Yes, we own several forms of this wonderful tale on DVD.
I have a book.
Yes, and now we have it on.
I have a book.
Yes, I got a shipwreck book though, so that's okay. So now I will do this review on it. I'll see if Disney destroyed it, and I got a guest behind me and one next to me. He's very tired from opening one present. So
Still has no biopad that he had to open since this morning.
So I will do a review on this. I'll see if it's too Disneyed for people or if it is worth a watch. And I will do that right after this.
Hey, found a load of PlayStation games. Where does it on a second? Crash Bandicoot, Jet Moto.
But I don't even have a PlayStation.
You do now.
Mom know about this?
Who?
PlayStation.
Well, I don't know if this was a discount store or not, but the $25 or less. No, I remember PlayStation games being a lot more money than $25. After they'd been out for a little while, they definitely were. But Tomb Raider was one of those games that were big hits. That was probably an expensive game. But I remember Final Fantasy VII, I believe, was $70. But now this Lara Croft thing with this guy gloating over her, there were people that actually did gloat over this video game character. I am not going to lie. There were actual adults that had a a crush on Lara Croft and were actually looking at interesting pictures of her on the internet. She's a video game character, people. But yes, this was an actual thing. So, nope, I was not one of them. So, getting back to this wonderful story of a Mickey's Christmas Carol. So Mickey, of course, is Bob Cratchit. Scrooge McDuck, of course, is Ebenezer Scrooge. Surprisingly enough, though, we have Goofy as Jacob Marley. That's an interesting choice, but let's see how it works. I think Pluto would have been a better choice for that, just because Jacob Marley was just as bad as Scrooge. And let's see, Jiminy Cricket, of course, is the Ghost of Christmas Past. And of course, we got the Giant as the Ghost of Christmas of present time. And then Pete actually ends up being the Christmas Ghost of Christmas is yet to come, or future for that matter. So we all pretty much know the story, so I will just show the first clip in just a second.
And his Willie left me enough money to pay for his tombstone. And I had him buried at sea. With a piece of coal. I was just trying to thaw out the ink.
Well, here's the nice opening scene here. So, Goofy, I guess, didn't get a tombstone. I guess he took Goofy out to sea. So, so we do have poor Jacob. Sorry, I forgot what I said. So, Scrooge did not pay for any of his death expenses, I guess. So, I guess he just took him out to sea and threw him overboard. Well, hopefully he didn't waste an anchor. So, I'm just saying. So, poor Goofy gets the short end. Well, I know it's Jacob, but it's played by Goofy.
Jacob. You gotta say the character's name.
All right. I'm sorry, Jacob. I'm just having a hard time wrapping around that Goofy is this evil Jacob Marley character. But let's see how it works, like I said before. So now Donald, Mr. Grumpy Pants, is Fred, Scrooge's relative, his nephew. Well, yes, I think it's his only living relative. So, and he's Happy Donald in this, and he's inviting Scrooge for dinner. Let's see how this ends.
Is your wreath back? Now out! Humbug! Christmas! And a bah humbug to you!
Well, so he kicks poor Fred right out of his wonderful workplace, and Donald does his usual, his angry, I shouldn't say angry, but his typical Donald Duck, screeching when something goes wrong. But he does end up coming back and putting the wreath on the doorknob. So it's okay. Let's see if these guys who are going to take some charity donations. Let's see if Scrooge gives them donations. It is Disney. They may have written it in there. But let's find out. I will show you that clip in just a second.
Sir, we are soliciting funds for the indigent and destitute.
For the what? We're collecting for the poor. Oh, aha. Well, you realize if you give money to the poor, they won't be poor anymore, will they? Well, you would be out of a job. Oh, please, gentlemen, don't ask me to put you out of a job. Not on Christmas Eve.
Oh, we wouldn't do that, Mr. Scrooge.
Well, then.
Well, here's the charity people. So the one guy there looks like he just bought the last copy of The Last Rowan. But obviously Scrooge wants nothing to do with these guys, but he's a lot nicer in this than some of the other Christmas carols that we have watched. And again, this did come out in 1983, the wonderful year of 1983, because I was born that year. So
What makes that wonderful?
Because it just is.
I'm pretty sure you're finished with that.
Oh, I don't think so. So, so obviously, so he's still not giving to them, but he was still nicer. So now we get to meet Jacob Marley, and yes, Goofy is Jacob Marley. So let's see how this works out. I will show you that clip in just a second.
Kind of slippery. Scrooge, don't you recognize me? I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Marley, it is you.
Ebenezer, remember when I was alive?
So here is wonderful Jacob Marley as Goofy, and he doesn't do bad, but in Goofy form, he does do.
You said that backwards.
Why? What did I say? So this is Jacob Marley in Goofy form. So and him being in Goofy form, he does hold up the wrong fingers when he says you'll be visited by three spirits. He holds up two fingers. So he does make his typical Goofy type of mistakes. So it is a funny Jacob Marley. We'll go with that. It is a comedic Jacob Marley. So again, I wish that they would have picked a different Disney character to play it, but it is what it is. It was kind of amusing. So now we have Jiminy Cricket as the ghost of Christmas past, and now he's taking Scrooge to the Fezziwig party. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Why, it's old Fezziwig himself, and all of my very dearest friends. And that
Yes, that was before you became a miserable miser.
Well, Fezziwig there is going to have some problems because he's going to have major back issues because I believe that violin or fiddle is solid oak. So Jiminy Cricket is sort of telling Scrooge that this is his past, and obviously Scrooge is kind of making little hints of that was him being shy, and the ghost isn't holding back. Is pretty much telling him this is before you became greedy. And of course, he sees Isabel for the first time. So now we will see what happens with him and Isabel. Let's see what happens if she's just a tad late on a mortgage payment. I'm sure Scrooge is very, very forgiving just because it is Isabel. So I will show that clip in just a second.
For years I've had this honeymoon cottage, Ebenezer. I've been waiting for you to keep your promise to marry me. Now I must know. Have you made your decision?
I have. Your last payment on the cottage was an hour late. I'm foreclosing the mortgage.
Well, this part was hilarious. I honestly forgot about this part. An hour late. Oh boy. And then now, yeah, that's just a little bit harsh, but very, very funny. Um, yeah, I was laughing even when we were doing the clip. So, so now we get to see the so well actually now that before I get into that, yeah, Jiminy Cricket, like I said, was not holding back. He pretty much I think he wanted to hit Scrooge upside the head with his little mini umbrella. That would have been sort of amusing. Little Jiminy Cricket was not holding back at all. So now we get to meet the giant, who is the ghost of Christmas present. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Which you have long denied your fellow man.
Generosity! Ha! Nobody has ever shown me generosity.
You've never given them reason to. And yet, there are some who still find enough warmth in their hearts, even for the likes of you.
So just to answer anybody's questions, Jiminy Cricket is from Pinocchio. In case somebody did not know that, it's not really a Disney movie that is. It's really not talked about a whole lot.
Never seen it.
I honestly forgot about Pinocchio, to be honest. And it's once again, it's a book first, and then Disney took it over. and we all know what happens. They either make cartoons or they make live action movies out of those stories,
Or they make both.
or they make both. But yes, but 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was a live action Disney film. That, of course, was a very popular book first. Treasure Island, Swiss Family Robinson. And then they got into the cartoons like Peter Pan, Snow White, Cinderella, and so on and so forth. So
I'm pretty sure.
they were not supposed to be in any type of order, but I believe the first animated Disney movie was actually Snow White, and her wonderful, adorable seven dwarves. Yes, I do have so many jokes for that, but we're not going to get into that. This is a family-friendly channel. So, so now with the so I just showed the giant who is the ghost of Christmas present, and he has all this wonderful food. He's got turkey, he's got grapes, he's got ham with extra sugar on it. I'm surprised he doesn't have McDonald's there as well. Just look at the size of that guy. So
Oh, he is a giant.
yes, he is a giant with major clogged arteries. I'm sure he's about the size of Andy Reid.
He's bigger.
Okay.
He's a giant.
Well, he doesn't need a hover round yet. So so now Scrooge is now diddly daddling with this guy. So now he even scolds Scrooge, this big gentle giant. So they're at Bob Cratchit's house now, and Scrooge does not want to be there. I think they're going. I think they went a little over dramatic on the food portion size in this cartoon. So I will show that clip in just a second.
What's she cooking, a canary? Surely they have more food than that. Look on the fire.
That's your laundry.
Well, this is the wonderful house of Bob Cratchit, and that looks very, very small to me. I do like what Scrooge said. What is that, a canary? Yes, they had goose in every single Christmas story, um, movie, or whatever you want to call it. It was more food than that. But they get the point across, I guess. This is the way that Disney does do things. That was a very, very, very tiny, tiny, tiny portion. So, but it's better than eating KFC. So, after all this, now we get to meet the Ghost of Christmas Future. And it is, yes, this ghost is a very, very fat and angry ghost. This is Pete. He is, they couldn't have picked a more interesting Ghost of Christmas Future. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Tell me these events can yet be changed.
Well, this is the Ghost of Christmas Future, and so far he's not really talking, but you can tell he's pudgy, so we know who it is. So obviously Scrooge is very upset that Tiny Tim is most likely going to pass away. So there are people that are very happy that somebody is dead. So we're going to find out whose gravestone that is. I'll show you that in just a second.
Why, yours, Ebenezer. The richest man in the cemetery.
So the Ghost of Christmas Future does not talk. So I am here to blame Disney for ruining that. So you can write your hate mail to Michael Eisner. So I'm sure he probably got lots of letters of hate mail before, probably past employees. So yes, like I said, this is Pete as the Ghost of Christmas Future, and yes, he talks, he laughs, and he throws Scrooge down a wonderful firing hole. So, and yes, everybody was happy that Scrooge was dead, but somebody paid for a tombstone for him, where Jacob Marley just went off to sea and was pretty much thrown overboard like Henry Hudson. So now I will show the final clip, and let's see if Scrooge is happy the day after or if he actually passes away. I will show that clip in just a second.
Good morning, gentlemen. I've something for you.
20 gold sovereigns? Oh no!
Not enough? Well, all right. 50 gold sovereigns.
Really, Mr. Scrooge?
Well, this is the final clip before I do my review. So obviously he is happy he's giving the charity, and most likely he will go to Bob Cratchit's house. But I'm not going to show that because you're going to have to watch this for yourself. It is on Disney Minus, so you can stream it or you can buy this probably on eBay or Amazon, or if you want to be brave, walk into your local Walmart and you can pick it up there. I don't think it is too expensive. I don't remember how much I paid for it. But like I said, it is on Disney Minus if you want to watch it there. I will slightly recommend this. Believe it or not, I did find it enjoyable. This was also made for kids. I realized that they didn't really stick to the story that much, but they did enough. So I will definitely give this a B minus. I don't think they ruined it, but obviously Disney is going to do what Disney does. And again, this was targeted for kids. So it is still an enjoyable watch. It is one you can watch with the whole family. My family did not watch it with me. I watched it by myself in my high chair, eating breakfast. So that is pretty much it. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. This is the end of my holiday movies this year. So comment below, subscribe if you want, and thank you very much for watching.